Hey everybody, this is the Full Vantage podcast, and this is my attempt to document and share the lessons I've learned and am learning as I help build community and culture from scratch that will make an impact that lasts forever. This is the Full Vantage podcast. Did you see it? I was talking with an amazing communicator, community builder, just an amazing person who had been pouring his life into others for over 30 years. And the question was, did you actually see it? Did you legitimately see what your life was going to become before it became? And he said, honestly, no, not at all. I didn't see it. But here's what I did do. I just took the most of every opportunity that was in front of me. I kept it simple. I prayed, walked with the Lord, and cared about the people around me. And I just kept taking the most of every opportunity. And I love the way that honestly just feels for me, for us, because people talk about dreaming all the time. They talk about like visioning and all of that. And that's awesome. And I love that. I think that's great. And I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. But what I am saying is don't be afraid to take opportunities that are outside of your peripheral, outside of what you can see. Because Ephesians 3:20 lets us know that the way that even God is viewing us, or the way that God is even thinking about us, is that if we can even see it, there's probably even greater things for us. And I love how the Bible even helps us understand stuff like that. So wherever you are, if you can see it, great. Keep pursuing it. Keep checking it out. But sometimes where we're headed and what we can see, it just doesn't add up. And I just want to encourage the person that's having a difficult time dreaming right now. I just want to encourage you. It's okay if you can't see it. But what is in your life right now that you could take the most opportunity of, that is of the highest value? And as I think about people and as I think about humans, what's the most empowering thing to realize is that we determine what we believe. We determine who we become. We determine what we give credit, honor, glory. We determine what we do with our lives. And I was reading this morning about what happens when belief and what we like about what's happening in our heart don't line up. Well, if what you believe is not determining how you feel or where you're at or what's happening inside of your heart, the condition of your heart, if what you believe is not affecting the condition of your heart, then it's probably not something you believe. I did not want to hear that this morning. I'm not going to lie. But we need to hear things like that because what you believe equals the condition of your heart. Yes, that's an oversimplified way to say what you believe determines the conditions of your life and your heart and how you feel. But there's so many times that I'll even say I believe one thing and genuinely believe that thing, but my life and my actions don't add up. So why should I ever think that the way that my heart is feeling and the condition of it should ever line up with what I believe? But the condition of my heart should reveal what I believe that is true for me wherever I am. And so as you think about all of those things, as I was talking with this man who had been pouring his life into people, this is what he said to me that kind of took me a step back. He said, most everyone needs to go ahead and build their castle. And I was like, all right, could you elaborate on that for me real quick? And he said, yeah, sure. Most everyone needs to build their castle so that they come to the end of themselves and realize that the castle that they could build wasn't what it was cracked up to be. It wasn't going to actually solve the problems that they wanted to solve. It wasn't going to actually provide the comfort that they thought it was going to provide. It wasn't going to actually provide anything that they thought it was going to provide at the level that they were hoping it was going to provide. It may accomplish this or that. It's a smaller level, but the satisfaction of our soul was not going to come in if we built our own castles. But if we can come together and be a part of something greater than ourselves, we may find what we're looking for. We may see that there is more for us. And I love that for me where I am, and I love that for you where you are. So I just want to ask you a question today. And the question is, can you see it? And if you can, great. What if there's more? And if you can't, great. There is more. So don't allow your vision and your dreams to affect your life today. I believe that if we could begin to live practically with immense value for things that we actually care about, you will be able to gain the ability to see what cannot be seen. Because you will become somebody who actually lives a life of growth and development. And the exciting thing is one day when we take a step out into life, whether it's a door that's the front door, the door that's the back door, or it's a room, I believe really when we say the words, I'm content, it's not a settling thing, but it's I'm content with where I have gotten to. If we can be content with what we have, then we will be able to receive more. I'm content with where I am, with what I have, and I'm going to use where I am and what I have to the best of my ability. I'm not going to desire anything I don't have. I'm not going to desire anything I cannot use. I'm just going to use where I am and what I have to impact the people around me of the greatest way possible. And from there, we open our lives up to growth, and our contentment doesn't stop us. It actually keeps us on the path of growing and more, and we're able to receive. Because we actually, when we are content, what we're really saying is we're grateful for everyone that's poured into us and everyone we're pouring into. And I just wanted to simply talk today about that. Can you see it? And it's okay if you can't, and it's okay if you can. But let's be grateful for it. And what would happen if we lived grateful lives, thankful lives? So I'm excited as we surround ourselves with people that actually are pouring into us, where we can have conversations, where we don't have the answer preconceived, but we're actually looking for wisdom to gain from others. That is what I'm looking for personally in my life, and I believe that others are looking for it too. And I just think that's what this podcast is all about. I'm excited about all the conversations that are coming, all of the episodes that are coming our way. And thank you for joining me on the Full Vantage podcast. We're just getting started. Can't wait to see all that happens next. See you soon.